Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. Hope you're all having a wonderful and creative day, and I'm hoping today's video might inspire you to go out and do some crafts. All right, so today I'm going to play with my little cards. I made these with my Tim Holtz papers. I'll link the video below where I made a fold over pocket type thing, and these cards were like the byproduct of cutting from the Tim Holtz papers. So I have gone through and made a few. I ended up giving a few away to the winners of the ticket giveaway I had just a few days ago. So what I did is I took the rest of the cards and I just paired them up and glued them together so they are ready to go, and I am ready to make some little tags, little journal cards, little snippets, whatever you want to call them, to play with. Now I have pulled together some small stuff. I do have small grungy numbers. I've got my tiny little tags. I've got my little PET stickers that are tiny. I've got some more tiny labels, and I've got some Tim Holtz snippets. There's some tiny ones mixed in there. I got some tiny birds. I've got some Tim Holtz little strips that I can take parts of that of, and I've got some tiny butterflies, and as well as my always go-to little numbers, and then whatever else I decide to take a look at and pull in. All right, well, let's just grab something and get started. Now I do know I have a purple journal that'll be coming up in a teal. I'm going to do a couple at a time. Red, call that yellow. That looks like orange. Yeah, let's see what we can do. That can go up and down. That can go up and down. Could probably get one more. So I have 3 up and down and 3 sideways. What does that sound like? I think that sounds like a plan. What do I want to do? What do I want to play with? I think that one will be fun. Okay, let's get these resituated. Oh, there's a yellow one. I think I might do that one instead. Okay. All right. Actually, I'll do that one for the yellow because it's a definite sideways one. Okay. So I hope your day is going well today. Mine is going swimmingly. It is going to be like near 80 today, I hear, which is kind of crazy for not even April yet around here, but we'll take it. I think it's going to drop back down again in a couple days. So one day, nice, we will take. All right, so let's see. Should I start it with, let's start it with some snippets as a base and see what we can put down. I see what you're putting down. I did that one on one already. And remember to go up and down on some of them. That would be kind of fun with that. That could be kind of fun with that one. All right, I think I like that one on that one. And what do I got? Upside down. A ruler. They don't want to flex too easily, do they? No, that's too similar. What about, oh, I kind of like that with that. Oh, I like that with that. Just have that one. I think that could work. Oh, actually, I think I like that one with that. Okay, let's go with that. I know I only pulled about half of them out, but I have to remember to put the rest away. You save every scrap, right? Okay, so now I did originally do a tear on those, and I thought that looked kind of fun, so let's do another. So I can re-put the remaining stuff in there. Was that far enough? No, that wasn't. Okay. It's kind of hard to tear this tiny little end off. We'll get it, right? And which side do I want? I want that side. Whoops, not very straight. Yep, that'll be cute. All right, this one I think I'm not gonna cut the top. I actually think I want the smaller, the bottom letters. Yep, let's do that. Okay, and the final one. Okay. All right, so I'm not really gonna maybe put these as any sort of theme. Like, they're probably gonna all go into, at some point, the colored journals that I'm working on. But those journals really don't have a theme, per se. And if I end up not using it in there, I'd like to have it be usable for something else. Okay, let's glue them down. Let's find the rest, because in case I want to shift it. Let's not glue it down. All right, so shall we try to find some little focal points to go with these? And I see a really pretty butterfly that could go on there already. I love that. Or do I love this flower? Actually, I love the flower on that one. Oh, those two are taken care of. I like when a plan comes together quickly. Red flowers, the post-it note, the envelope, I like it. That's kind of fun. It's like a strip of stamps. I like it. And actually, that could go with that. Wow. Okay, not planned. I promise. Not planned. Green leaves on the purple. I think I did a green leaf and find one of those birds. That could be fun. Okay, let's do that. All right, we're going to keep that to the side. I do like the mushrooms as a red. I might change my mind. And I do have the yellow. Okay. Let us go. With that, as I keep looking. Okay, now, bird. That's what I wanted to look for, a little bird. Go with that. Oops, don't fall upside down. Kind of hoping to find a bird that's got a little bit of purple on it, but I don't think there's that many birds that have purple on them. He does, sort of. I think that one. I don't have too many little birds, but we'll save the red cardinal just in case I want it for that. And we'll save the yellow and blue just in case I want for one of those. Okay. All right, I also got my little butterflies if I wanted to. I do have a couple in there already. So we'll keep those to the side and we'll find labels. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Now this one, I did like the butterfly with it. I don't think I'm going to want to put the bird too necessarily because he's kind of big. So I think if I do him here, we can still put the flower behind. Okay, I'm gonna pause the tape for a moment and I'm gonna fussy cut my birds so we don't have to watch me do that. All right, I am back and got my little birdies fussy cut so we can get some of these put down. I don't know, I think it's you would think it'd be easier to cut something small because it would take less time or whatever, but it yeah, it's definitely a little bit more challenging. You don't want to cut their little legs off or anything like that. So, all right, so I'm thinking I'm going to put, actually I found this, I think this, oh, and I should have, see, this is why I should stop before I glue. I wanted to put this flower behind there. Okay. All right, we just put a little glue back on there and we'll be good. Okay, we are good. So we're gonna put the bird there and then I'll put some sort of label there. And I think we'll use this glue on the bird. Hopefully I don't tear his little face off or something like that. Actually, I think since it's a little warmer today, the glue seems to be wanting to flow. Not too bad. Okay, well, like I said, I got the box of labels. We'll do that as the next step. All right, so I think I'm gonna do the same with this one. And I wanted this flower, so let's be smart about it. And cut the bottom off here. I don't want it sneaking through. All right. I have ink all over my fingers from trying to ink the outside of the little baby birds because they're so tiny. Gotta grab a wipe after I put this down. They were looking kind of a bit yellow. Okay, yellow blue bird. And once again, we'll put some sort of label on there. Okay. All right, so for this one, I'm going to put this label on there. And I think I might look for a butterfly after I put this down. Oh, I still think I want it on that side. Okay. I'll put another little label down there. Call that one done. Okay, so for this one, I was thinking about putting this on there, but I don't know if I want this anymore now. I'll put that down there as the strip. I do have yellow than orange, but that would be okay, I think. I think some of these might be a little too big. Yeah, I think those might be a little too big. So let's that says Paris, that would be good. A pair of their Eiffel Towers there. Oops. And I have Oktoberfest. That could be kind of fun to put on there. And maybe some sort of numbers. I think these are all square. I don't know if I want any more square stuff. Keep that out. So, oh, should we add the orange butterfly? I think I could do that. All right, we're gonna put this down first. Try to do it straight-ish. All right, and then we'll put that. And that, and we'll put the butterfly, so he's gonna have to go next. Okay, I think this could work. And a little ink on this though. Try not to ink my fingers anymore. Get the ends. I don't think I went and inked any of the outsides really of those. Maybe a couple, but I like it. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, we're gonna consider that one done. I gotta get labels for those. You're just gonna have to go somewhere else. And put a pin in there for a moment. Let's get these to the side and see if we can finish these two and then find some labels. Save that for something else. I like that. Yep, we'll save that. Okay, so if we're going to do that with the bird, I said, or do I want the mushroom? I think maybe I want the mushroom a little taller. let's do that. I'm going to put the mushroom on top of this stick thing, border, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to keep the word happy. I like that. This is one of the ones I cut. You see the video. I made a mistake in cutting these. And this was one of the mistakes. I'm going to move this over. I can see that Dax Tappy. Yeah, not gonna do it. So maybe a little butterfly up top there, and then we can put the label down there. These things are so slippery. I see the one I want. Got some red to it. Lots of pink butterflies, but not really any red butterflies. You're too big. Not that I actually need that color, because I have been putting other colors with things, but all right, let's just double check. Find a tinier red butterfly or something in here. These tend to have some bigger ones, but there are a couple really tiny ones. And it's just not seeing anything. Oops. All right, we're gonna go with that one. I say it's close enough to a red. Like I said, I use these on the original video as tab ends to be able to pull a journal card out. And these I think would be great to make little pockets or side tucks, because they're nice and thick and sturdy, so they will withstand holding something up. So that could be an option for these, or just to stick into a pocket on their own. A lot of these have the double-sided, so you could reback it with a solid paper or something to be able to journal on. All right, so I'm just going to get a tiny label on that one and call that one done. All right, so for this one, I got put the bird on top of some leaves here. All right, I think that one's too busy, so I think we'll do this one. Oh, wasn't quite cut out of there. All right, put the green leaf, put that, and we'll put the bird, and we'll put a little label up there. Okay, do I want the second leaf? I think I do. I'm going to put it behind this though. Yep, let's do that. Okay. Come on, glue, come on out. There we go. And no, we don't go. Amazing how fast it clogs and dries when you don't put the pin back in. I don't know, I always feel like I'm putting the pin back in and 2 seconds later I'm taking it out to glue something, but I guess that's what you got to do to keep it going. Okay, now get the bird and we'll look for the little labels. Okay, that one was done. These are I think I was thinking about putting that on there, but it's not going to work. Okay. Now I have some of these grungy labels in tininess. All right, I like the number 2 here. Sorry, none of these are going to be cut out because I was not about to go and cut all those little tags out to be able to use them. That would have been insane. Yep, I think that would be kind of cute. And got this 34. That I think would work well on that one. Okay, now this one could go somewhere down here. Oh no. Let's see, I do have my other teeny tiny labels here. This one seems to call for more of a number. That could work. Yep, that could work. All right, so I need one for that one and one for this one. All right, what do we got? Let's see if we can put that on there somewhere. That one's kind of fun. You're too big. That one's kind of fun, like a mathematical equation with some letters on the bottom. That could be interesting. Oh, you're way too big. Collect specimens. I wish it was a different color. But that might be the one that we're going to have to go with. It almost sounds not defeating to say that. Really shouldn't settle, should I? I should like it. All right, let's do a major flip here. Oh, that could work. All right, I think I got him. Yep, I think that will work. Get these out of the way before I knock them over. So this one, we're just gonna nip the corners, make it look less new. ink our fingers. Put that there. Oh, let's use this. Okay, and then this I am going to trim up to be more the size of the smaller. Got a lot of blue on there, but I think if I cut it back a little bit, you'll still see the blue, but I think it'll work. I'm pretty sure this is a sticker. Yep. So we will put that down. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, definitely. All right, so this one, oh my goodness. Light piece of paper and a little piece of item leads to hard to pick up. Okay, let's ink our fingers. I should grab that tweezer I have somewhere that I got recently. There's a couple things that I have that I've been looking for. I recently kind of cleaned up some of my shelf spaces, and I still couldn't find it. So I don't know, I'm missing quite a few things. They gotta be somewhere because I know they haven't walked out. And one of them is a ceramic tile that I used when I wet some inks. I mean, that's not gonna walk away. Looking for that. Okay. All right, let's do this one because it just has the one label, and then we'll figure out that one, which is 1 or 2 labels. Okay, I'm gonna have that go right to the end there. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. Here comes a garbage truck. Okay, I'm definitely gonna put this on there. And we're going to ink this. If we put that there, I mean, it's a little busy, but I think it's kind of fun. All right, let me put this down. Watch the garbage truck squish my garbage can. There we go. Okay, I can still see happy, which makes me happy. Put that there to the end. It almost says like extension 48. I like it. We're going with it. It may be a bit too much, but I am going for it. I just can't hold it. Yeah, it's cute. I like it. Okay, let me glue this down. So I think I'm going to stop there, show you what we got, and I'll save some of these rest for, I'm going to put this on here though. Get rid of this piece of plastic, and I really do think that that would be kind of fun on there. So we're going to put it on and then work around it at some point. Okay. Oh, I never finished this one. I gotta put this down. All right, I'm gonna glue this down and then I will show you these up close and personal. All right, straight. All right, Mr. Straight. Oops, forgot to put that away. I think it takes sometimes more time to clean up the mess that I arrange than I do to craft. All right, let's get these together. All right, so here is the teal one with the beige colors in the background. Fun. And fairly neutral, even though it's got the pop of blue. This could go in the yellow journal. Got a little blue to tie it in, specimens. I like the numbers. And then this one for sure can go in the yellow journal. Yellow flowers. I like that. And this fun one we just finished called Collect. Yeah, I mean, these shades of red are a little bit different, but I think they still, in the end, come out fine. My travel version with Paris and Oktoberfest and cute little butterfly. And then last but not least, I can go in the purple journal. I like the green leaves in the background. I'm glad I picked the second one. I think it balances it out pretty good. Letters and numbers. And fun. All right, well, that is going to be it for me today. I appreciate each and every one of you that stops by and hangs out with me while I craft. As usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.